What's going on, Scorpio? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just the best, Scorpio. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Cause it's a general energy weekly spread. I'm sure what all that pointing is. It's just I'm really just we're just going with the flow though with these dance moves, Scorpio. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, I don't know if we're just singing, Scorpio. Let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. There's great energy all around here, Scorpio. So I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we'll get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching Scorpio, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group. One of them happens to be a Scorpio. She's fantastic. I think you'd like them. But let's get into your first card here, Scorpio, which you got the fourth card of Cancers, which is the Mirror card. Do you like what you see there, Scorpio? Because with this card, this is a card of self-aware, seeing clearly, ego, facing issues, self-assessment, self-improvement, insecure, make comparisons, reflection, obsessed, narcissistic, vain, self-love, and self-appreciation. And the energy that's coming through here, Scorpio, is the self-assessment. And with this energy, Scorpio, I feel that this is like maybe for some of us it's just like we're kind of like reevaluating who we really are in a sense, like ooh, we're just getting in deep, Scorpio. I like that. But it feels that it's like maybe we've been just kind of like evaluating maybe some of the actions that we've taken, or maybe some of the people that we're around, or maybe it's even like the jobs that we're doing, or maybe the career path that we're following. And it's just like there's just I'm getting this sense of just like really just like assessing like is what you're doing promoting you towards your sense, like is this getting you towards your highest vibration, is this getting you to this growth, or have we just plateaued in a sense? And I feel like sometimes when we get on these sort of energies of self-evaluation and things, there can get to this energy of like really kind of being harsh on ourselves sometimes, especially if we feel like we haven't quite hit our mark, or if there are, because I'm even getting for some just like, and considering this is a mirror card too, that that we might have some sort of like insecurities, or these sort of like that wasn't quite the word I was looking for, but I don't know, it's just like we have these ideas of like where we want to be, or who we want to be, and it's just like, is that really sticking true to who you are? Is when you look in the mirror, yeah, and that's interesting. I had asked that, if when we're looking in the mirror, do we like what we're seeing? Do we like what we're doing? Do we like who we're surrounding ourselves with? And it is a very kind of like very sort of like seems like a very sort of like heavy kind of like evaluation period. And this might have you something where you are kind of feeling a lot, because just thinking with Cancer energy, we do, my sun signs in Cancer, and actually it's really funny. There's a Scorpio, she likes to say, she's like, Scorpios are pretty much Cancers but with leather jackets. And I like that, because I do sense like, I do feel like there is this, and not that Cancers aren't tough, but I do feel like that in order to go through the energies that Scorpion energy does, to get to those energies of transformation and things, you do go through some tough challenges with any kind of Scorpio placements. They are really tough, but it does make you, I don't know, it brings out that resilience in you. And I don't know, just like that Kelly Clarkson, that line, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, is kind of like popping up in my head. And it's and maybe that's something too, Scorpio. Like if you self-esteem, that's where I was getting at. If we've been having sort of like these self-esteem type of issues too, maybe as of late, not feeling quite as strong, or wishing that we can. You're stronger than you know, Scorpio, and sometimes that can. But I feel like sometimes especially with you kind of being the fixed water sign, it's like once you get kind of those that grips on a certain type of emotion or something that doesn't quite feel right, we can kind of take that energy down to a deeper kind of level. Let me get get some tarot on this. And fun little fact, Scorpio. When I'm recording this, the moon is actually in Scorpio, so I'm all up in your energy right now. So. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on here, Scorpio. Interesting. And I was thinking about that, the energy coming up here soon. But Scorpio, you have the Princess of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and then the Emperor here. And let's talk about with the Five of Cups for a second, because the Five of Cups can be like this sort of like emotional upheaval. It can be a lot when we're dealing with this stuff. And I feel that with this Ace of Cups here, we want to be mindful of the things that we do get locked on to, Scorpio, because I do feel like that, water signs, we do feel to such a degree. And when we get down into that ocean and really start to, I don't know, it's like when we get kind of lost in that like whirlpool of things, of maybe like disappointment, or maybe of self-deprecation, or whatever that is, it can affect our energies. It takes away from that fun loving energy that you bring, because I do feel like that Scorpio energy is one that it does get misunderstood, where because Scorpion energy is very loving, and I feel like it's one that it's one that you'll go to bat for anybody, like you're there, I feel like when you gain the trust of a Scorpio, and that's a great ally to have. But I just feel that there's this, that maybe even for some it's just that we don't quite feel like the emperor that we want to feel, that there's not that confidence or that self-assured, or there's just like, let me get a little bit more on the Emperor, because I was just thinking too, Mars, and granted this is like going to be a month out, but Mars is going to be entering into your sign soon, and Mars is at home in your sign along with Aries, the Emperor here. But I do feel like that it's because that's a good time for self-examination too, and I feel like that it's let me get a little bit more on the Emperor first. Alright, Scorpio. So the Emperor is clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Six of Disc here. And it almost feels like that with the Six of Disc here. It's just like we're trying to get back in this, both with the Six of Disc and the Queen of Swords, because this is Libra energy. It is like we're trying to get back in balance in a sense, to kind of get to that more, I don't know, kind of confident, again, like Emperor energy, where we're feeling, where we feel like, I don't know, just like we're thriving, and that we're just like feeling on our A game here. But it's just like right now, it's like maybe when we're evaluating these let's say areas that we consider weaknesses and things, like, or where we these shortcomings, it's just like I know it feels like that it's weighing you down, and it's keeping you from really kind of being seated on this cloud of thrones here, like the Queen of Swords, if that makes sense. And the Queen of Swords too, she can be a type that, like in a like a lower vibration, because I'm even thinking with this Emperor, maybe this is something where we've had others possibly kind of tell us how we should feel or how we should be, and it's just like now we've kind of gotten in our heads. And I like this too, that this Queen of Swords here, she's holding a head here, and I feel like that's what we need to kind of maybe disconnect from others if we've noticed that some are kind of keeping you down there, Scorpio, and just allow yourself to, and when we're going through the self assessment, kind of reevaluate, whether what you're saying to yourself or what people may be saying, to treat yourselves with compassion, because we're all growing through this journey. And yeah, that's where. All right, Scorpio. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull out of that one, but yeah, I hope that makes sense. And again, be kind to yourself when we're doing these sort of these assessments, and kind of because we don't want to get it to where it's where we're defeating ourselves in a sense. Or but let's get another oracle on the next. Oh, all right. All right, I'm with it. Thank you. All right, Scorpio. Your opposite sign here. You got the fourth card of Taurus, which is the birdcage card. And with this card, this is a card of possessive, codependent, cling, restless, oblivious, controlled, sing away or sing anyway, want freedom, without consent, dominion, watched, hostage, confined, jealous, trapped, and predator. And the energy that's coming through here, Scorpio, is the controlled. And I'm wondering for some, because I was interested even just talking about that with the Emperor, maybe for some we are feeling this sense of, maybe there's this manipulative energy that's going on here right now, and it really has us kind of doubting our skills. Maybe we're dealing with the type of narcissistic energy, possibly, someone trying to keep you, I don't know, just kind of keep you down, or to kind of where it's like, interesting, because it's like, how do I want to put this? Because I'm getting an energy kind of with the Emperor here. It's like there's someone that's possibly, whether this be a friend, a partner, family member, maybe even a coworker, that's just trying to keep you from being in that shine, to being in your, I don't know, being operating at your highest vibration. It's like they're trying to keep you almost like asleep here with this lion. And I don't know, like it's it is a slightly possessive energy that's coming through here. Maybe it's because I'm just kind of thinking with yours and Taurus's energy, that Taurus energy sometimes at a lower vibration can be a little possessive, but whereas like in Scorpio energy can be a little controlling, isn't quite the right word, but they're both in that same type of family. And there's something here, is like maybe it's that where I'm getting at with that is that it feels that there's something that is, it might be coming off as a loving energy, but even that love is being worked in a way, that's like keeping you, that's again, that's kind of keeping you where this person is in this possession. And on the flip side, Scorpio, just to be, to be fair, if this is on the other end, if this is something that you might be doing, I feel like we want to get eyes on that and pay attention to how that can, I don't know, diminish someone's success, or just like throw relationships out of balance. And it's and I do feel like that if that's something that you might be doing, Scorpio, then maybe this, whatever this self-assessment is, maybe something where it's like, I don't know, it may be manifesting in different types of ways. Like but just a little sidebar there. But let's get some tarot on this and find a little bit more about this controlling energy. Because maybe even too, if this is not a person, maybe this is even like, I'm just thinking with Taurus energy too, maybe this is something we're feeling controlled by, like maybe a substance or a vice or, I'm getting like devil energy in a sense that's kind of coming through here. And it's something that is, that's needing to be worked on. That it's almost like it's become a routine possibly, but now it's like we're noticing that it's not kind of conducive to our health in a sense. With the eight, because you got the eight of disc here. That was kind of perfect with what I was talking about. But let me see what else is going on here. All right, Scorpio. So you have eight of disc here. You have the 10 of swords, and then we have the world. And with this energy here, Scorpio, I almost feel that there's this energy that something is like really kind of dragging you down. It's like it's leading to, I don't know, it's leading us to being stuck in a cycle or keeping us from moving on to this next step or getting to the success. It's like it's shrinking your world in a sense, and it's kind of taking the way from this abundance. Whether again, could be a person, this could be or some sort of vice that's coming through that. Because the 10 of swords, in this deck is pretty intense. Could be a card of ruin, can be a card of like getting to rock bottom, but it also can be a card of healing, because we just don't. The thing about when we do reach the bottom, there's only, all we can do is go up and work towards getting back on that cloud of thrones again, seeing things from a higher perspective, and then trying to work those energies towards a different direction there. But I do feel that there is this need to, to kind of seize your world back. Just kind of evaluate where things have kind of gotten out of balance, or have been, maybe we've been giving more in a situation than we've been getting back, or a very interesting energy here, Scorpio. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there. Let's get to your last card here. Thank you. Oh, look at that. One of your cards. I like that. So you have the second card of you, which is the olive branch card. And with this card, this is a card of truce, surrender, giving in, come to terms, suspend, lull, de-escalate, make amends, peace offering, winding down, halt, reprieve, ceasefire, treating, and agree to disagree. And the energy that's coming through here, Scorpio, is the come to terms. And I feel like there's a lot that we might be, or maybe not a lot, but there's just something that we're needing to kind of face here, Scorpio. Like kind of come to terms with that, as far as just like where we're noticing that maybe we're being controlled by something or someone, or notice that that there's and not even just not noticing those things, but paying attention that it is going to be, there's going to take some work in order for you to get to this stuff. And I feel like that, but there is going to be this sense of wisdom or prudence that you will learn from this thing over time. But I don't know, it's like it's something that we are gonna need to heal, and something that we're gonna need to face. So I remember writing this song. I hadn't finished it, and I probably might need to pick that one back up. But I wrote a song called "Come to Terms," and it was about kind of facing those sort of like, more so in a sense of like that kind of like that shadow work, that kind of like that like early kind of childhood healing, and like sort of like adolescence and teenage years, like that sort of stuff, and paying attention to how those things have and not necessarily coming to the terms, and not coming to terms in a sense of just like, well, this is who I am, this is how things are, and that's how they're going to be. Is that if we tell ourselves that, then that'll absolutely be true. But if we, I almost feel like it's coming to the terms in the sense of that we are stronger than we realize, Scorpio. Then I feel like that it can kind of change where this dynamic is. And you know, the Ace of Cups can also be a card of just like unconditional love, and I feel like it's almost, it's loving those darker sides of yourself as well, the ones that are, that may have felt disappointed or have felt, you know, those kind of things that we want to kind of hide down and not deal with. And it's, and you know, we're doing this stuff, you know, facing these maybe sort of lower vibrations as they make sense, but it's making peace with them and loving all aspects of yourself so that you get everything on like the whole of you on the same page so that you can really start making some really good progress, if that makes sense. But let's get your last tarot cards here. Let's see what's on here, Scorpio. Oh, all right, Scorpio. There's the devil. So you got the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and then the Devil here, Scorpio. And let's switch back over. Because that's a tough combination with the Knight of Cups and the Devil. Because the Knight of Cups, sometimes he likes to feel good, and when he's not feeling good, he can, I don't know, he can give control to these sort of like devil situations and things. And and I'm not, it's the energy here that's, it's like there's this, I don't know. It's like paying attention to how like certain ideas or certain things that we kind of get in our heads can kind of get in the way. Excuse me, of our journey. That can, how we can, I don't know. It's like how things can interfere with us. How we can kind of get in our own ways as well. And because it's like the energies have sort of like come to like a standstill possibly as we're doing this evaluation. And there's a lot of thinking energy that's coming through here with all these swords. And I don't know, I feel like there's this new idea that's kind of forming here with the Ace of Swords. Like it's just like we're coming into that energy again, or that sense of strength with the Emperor there. And before we close, Scorpio, let me get a little bit more on this, on the Two of Swords here, because it's like it's like it is trying to like make peace with a certain idea, or how that maybe situations have led to this point, but it's not to say that we can't change things, that we can't. Because you got Two of Swords clarified by the Lovers, and the Two of Cups here, and you know, I feel like with whatever this is, controlling energy or whatever this is, it's like, again, it's like it's not a coming to terms of just like that things are just going to be how they are and that's it. It's like I do feel like it is remembering that there is this sense of, you know, we do have decisions that we can make in this life and that we can change. You know, we may not. Hmm. And I just feel too that there is this need to just kind of, while we're doing this assessment, just kind of to connect within. And I don't know, because I feel like there's something where it's like we're getting messages possibly from, I don't know, these, I wish, hey, let me get a little more. Let me get a little more on the lovers here. Okay, so the lovers is clarified by the Seven of Cups, and I feel like that there are more ways of kind of getting out of a situation, or maybe dealing with the sense of controlling energy, or whether this be a vice, or maybe this is a person, or whatever this is, maybe this, whatever this, however this thing has kind of become sort of toxic, or however it is that we're coming to terms with this, Scorpio. I do feel like this is something that is going to be, we're going to need to really kind of sit down with it, and really kind of see how things have kind of gotten clogged up. Because see, the Seven of Cups, everything is just kind of nasty and just sort of gunked up and things. And it's just like, how can we get the energies free flowing again? And, I feel like part of that too, again, is definitely showing ourselves this, this self love and compassion, and understanding that, we're not perfect in this. We're trying to figure this journey out one step at a time. And then, kind of reflecting on the decisions that you've made, and what can we do to change things so that we're able to get past this universe, this standing point here, and get to a new opportunity, start a new cycle, and start doing some healing and things like that. But all right, Scorpio, I think I'm gonna leave that there. So I hope that hopefully that made sense for you. But if you like that, Scorpio, give it a thumbs up if anything resonated with you, and share this, because I do feel like this is a tough one when we do get on those and when we start just kind of doing that sort of self-evaluation, and just sort of like, yeah, it's tough, Scorpio. So definitely share this if you know someone who's going through that. And then if you haven't already, subscribe, you emperors, and hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, I don't think I need Cancer. Oh, other than the Oracle card. And Two of Cups is one of Cancer's cards. You don't need any of those cards. But if you do have any Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Chariot and Friends. I do Cancer exclusive channel. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss all the lunar shenanigans. You can meet Rhonda. Who doesn't want to meet Rhonda? It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Scorpio. And you got the Three of Wands here. And I feel like with the Three of Wands, there is this energy of, it's like needing to expand on what is true to you. I'm not, or how do I want to put this? For some, I feel like it's this energy of, are the things in our lives promoting this sense of growth, or do they keep us in this kind of mindset of defeat and toxicity and in stagnancy? That's the type of energy that I feel. And if we are feeling stuck in that, where it's like, this is not what we've wanted to manifest, we thought our choices on this journey would have led to something different, to where we are feeling a little more fulfilled, feeling this sense of strength and stability. And how do we get back on track? What do those steps look like? And again, this is something I feel like it's going to be a little work, with this eight of disc being here. And that's interesting too, because this is a Sun in Virgo, and the Sun is in Virgo for a little bit longer. We got like what, a little less, only about a few more days. I think the Sun moves on Saturday. So and pay attention to, I kind of feel like, as I'm saying that, like how certain things like kind of may have affected your physical health, your mental health. This isn't medical advice, but just something to kind of think about there, Scorpio. But let me get your Oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. Interesting. So you have the 27th card here, which is the exchanging gifts. And with this energy, Scorpio, that's interesting because I almost feel like that it's, the energy I'm kind of getting with this is that there's this, it's because the lovers for me can be like your higher self trying to get in touch with your higher self, kind of winking at you, just needing to, again, to kind of journey within. And I feel like there's this exchange between you and however you connect to source, whether this be your ancestors, the spirit guides, angels, and exchanging more energies of, I feel like this Ace of Cups here, so that it can plant new ideas in your head, like, or I feel like to kind of shift you to that higher perspective. It's like we're exchanging this, the things we learn about ourselves when we're doing this self-assessment. It's like higher self is bringing those to your attention, and then we treat that with kindness. We treat and we evaluate this, and we keep it, come at it from an open and that unconditional love, because that, all of that is a part of ourselves. And I feel like even too, just like if this is something where someone has been controlling us, maybe there's been this energies of like they've been doing this thing of like, telling you that they're exchanging this stuff like a gift. Hang with me, but it's like they've tried to keep you, I don't know, just paying attention to, like really observing, just how people interact with you in a sense. If this is someone that's controlling you, because maybe they're trying to take it as their thoughts and things are a gift, or that they're, and a gift's not quite the right word that I'm looking for, but just pay attention to your exchanges, Scorpio, between yourself and with others, and how that affects your vibration. And yeah, I wish I had more for that. Like, I didn't believe that there, Scorpio. I hope that made sense. But you stay safe out there, Scorpio, with this self assessments, and however this may be evaluating, and maybe coming to terms with some things. And because maybe even with that exchanging gifts, it's just thinking with the Six of Discs, it's like maybe we just tend to give even a little bit more than we're receiving, possibly. I'm not, take that as it resonates. And you raise your vibration through the roof there, Scorpio. Absolutely. Ace of Cups all day. Fill up your cups. And, because it's a lot when we're, kind of evaluating ourselves, and, realizing, certain things. And it's a lot to think about. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.